Little Metallica.
Little.
By request. It's going over the Corky Mountains. Captain Farrell, I knew he was counting. Use my pistol. Use my stand and deliver. So good, right?
Very good. So is this.
It is. Well, it's kind of about what this is about.
Okay.
Well, his money was a pretty penny. Took it of his money and I brought it home to Joni. She loved me.
You can't even stop the Metallica once it's going on. Once it's going and he's listening to it, forget it. I'm Denise Humphrey. This is Kevin Klein. That was Metallica.
That was Metallica.
Yes. This is Kevin's Corner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was that song?
That was Whiskey in the Jarro.
Nice. This is a big jar of whiskey.
You know, we talked about cover songs last week.
We did.
And some of our employees, Bingo Joni,
Yes.
she requested to play some Metallica today. So that
Nice.
was for Joni.
So that's why you brought the money home to Joni?
Yes.
And that's why instead of Molly?
Right. Yeah. Ad lib,
Good.
Theatrical license, right?
Very nice.
So, let me tell you a little history about that.
Okay, please.
So, that song is an old Irish folk song written in 1890. So, what happens is, it has a little more flow and whatever, and real slow. Thin Lizzy in 72 made that song, and it was still kind of slow, but they got a big hit, kind of put them over here in the States.
Right.
And then you put Metallica in there, and, they upped the tempo by 2. And
By 2?
By
200.
Right? And then, what was the name of that famous movie? God, I can't think of it. Spinal Tap, and turn it up to 11.
Yes.
That
That's
famous
right.
line.
I remember that.
Turn
Oh
it
my
up
gosh,
to 11,
wow.
and then you get Whiskey in the Jar.
Beautiful.
Well, how good was that?
Yeah.
I just love that song.
So is this, like a choice of drink for you, or?
Jack Daniels is, if I was doing shots with the boys, I would do that.
Me too.
I love the Jack Daniel product.
I'm doing shots with the boys.
Good.
Yeah.
That's always good. But if I'm just relaxing, I like the Gentleman Jack on the rocks. If I'm sitting around chilling and, that's sipping whiskey.
Yeah.
My youngest son, by the way, he's 30, so it's not a minor. He likes different whiskeys, and sometimes we just get a bottle and sip a little,
Yeah, just a little, because
Just
a little of this or a lot of this could make you smog in a fog.
Smog in a fog.
You remember that one? Yeah, smog in a fog.
I still haven't recovered from that.
Oh, well,
You know.
this stuff will do
I'm
it.
getting old.
So, so let's talk about what's going on. Let me tell you about some bingo stuff first.
Okay, bingo.
So going on in bingo first, and we got Sunday, Sizzling 7-Ball Sunday. I almost couldn't say it. At 1 and 7. Bingo
She
on
hasn't been drinking this yet, trust me.
Bingo on 7 or anything ending in 7, and you get an extra $500. That's Sundays here in July. And we have our Powered Bingo event.
September what?
September 27th and 28th. It's a 2-day event, and it's $500,000 in prizes.
A lot of whip. Woo!
And we're 60% sold in there, so we got some seats left still, so get in while you can on that event. And we also just added another day for that type of event in November 29th and 30th.
Well, how'd you pull that off?
Well, this is a great event.
It is.
It really is. $10,000 games are the prizes, $50,000 coverall. It's super fantastic. Remember, 5 $1,000 coveralls here in Bingo, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, 7 p.m. Make sure you're there. What is going on in Race and Sportsbook?
Well, we just had the All-Star game.
Yes. You know what was really interesting about the All-Star game?
What's that?
They mic'd the players
That was cool.
out in the field.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, they don't do that in the regular season. I don't know why.
I know.
But yeah, that made it very interesting and fun, didn't it?
Very interesting. I mean, I can see why it could be maybe distracting in a way, but, you know, super interesting. It was great to hear from the players out on the field, you know, during the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like, because you never hear them interviewed, you know.
Right.
We don't have a local baseball team, so we
Yeah.
never hear that stuff. And then you kind of get to like the dudes, you know. It's
Totally.
like, you know,
Yeah.
they can hit a ball 5 miles, and they're also pretty cool guys, right?
Yeah, it was really interesting. I'm glad I got to witness that, and that was really, really cool.
Yeah, that was.
So what else? Tell me.
We got the NBA finals are tied 2-2, Suns and Bucks. Again, just like the other series,
Yeah.
all 4 games, home team covers all 4 times. So, you want to hear my pick?
Yes.
So tomorrow is Game 5. Suns are at home. I laid 3.5 with the Suns. They're
Yeah,
home.
it's home.
You know, that's,
Makes sense.
I'm gonna roll with that.
Okay.
What else we got?
Well, what's going on with the kiosks?
Well, here's the thing. You know what I've been doing with the kiosks? We have 5 of them here, and every time we have 2 at the counter, 3 in the back of the book. Every time I walk past, I always ask the people, "How you liking those things?" And you know, to a person, they ask for a little help to how to do certain things, and then because it's pretty simple, but you gotta kind of play around with it a little, figure it out.
Yeah.
But they all say Boyd's kiosks and apps have the best props of everybody. I mean, they say it all the time. I'm like proud to say that. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that is very cool.
I mean, and you know, there's so many of them because we don't only limited space on the board to put them
Yes,
out.
yeah.
So you need the app to check them, or you need to come to the kiosk and scroll through them. You know,
Well,
and
yeah,
find them.
and I can understand that because you had pages of pages of props when we did the Derby
And the Super Bowl.
and the Super Bowl,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So
uh-huh.
you get all that information. Kevin has all that information available for you in our sports book, and it's great information. So
Yeah,
it's definitely a plus to have that.
it is. It's good. And that's going good. Other than that,
I want to say again, thanks Joni for noticing the music and requesting the Metallica. You made Kevin a happy guy.
yeah, I
this
love
week, for
Metallica
sure.
too. And you know what else? Not only was Joni, but it struck conversations of famous with my own staff, and then the customers are overhearing these conversations,
Yeah.
and they get involved. We were talking because last week we did the best cover songs
songs.
ever, you know, and people had all sorts of stuff.
All right, so if you want to hear all more sorts of wonderful stuff like that, always follow us here, Kevin's Corner, samstownlv.com. See you next week.
Bye.